Welcome everybody, Jack here from Gingerbets and welcome to the Gingerbets Golf Betting Insights weekly YouTube show. This week I'm previewing the highly anticipated Players' Championship, an elite level field in one of the most exciting tournaments all year. This is an event that every single player wants on their CV, and that's not just because of their prize pool. This is the most competitive field that we will see all year long, and this gives players bragging rights over their compatriots, and that is something that every single one of them wants. What makes this exciting for fans and players alike is every single type of player can win this. Whether you be a bomber off the tee, whether you've got an elite level iron game, whether you're someone who's spectacular around the greens, every type of player has had success in the past here and can continue to do so. That opens up the player pool that we can choose from and makes it a real difficult punting proposition, which is why the bookmakers in the UK go 8, 9, 10 and 11 places in just a few companies. That's Sky Bet and Boyle Sports for those that are interested. If you're new to this channel, let me tell you what I do each and every week. I bring you a breakdown of the course, the key skill sets required, and bring you my best outright selections. We've been on a bit of a poor run, let's be honest, of recent times. 3 weeks without a place payout is really poor, something that I'm disappointed in, but please stick with us. We've had plenty of near misses early in the 2022, and I'm sure we'll turn the corner throughout the year. We're saving ourselves for the big ones like this and the Masters and the Open and the PGA Championship, I promise you that. If you're taking your golf betting more seriously in 2022, may I encourage you, have a look in the description box below. There you'll find details of how to sign up for the Gingerbets Golf Betting Insights weekly newsletter. There's so much more information than I can bring you in this short video. It covers top 20 markets, outsiders to consider, lots of details around the stats that I'm looking at each and every week, many ginger nuggets for sure that will aid you with your golf betting, save you time, make you more informed when placing your wagers, and ultimately help you make more money. So have a look in the description box. There's no sales pitch, no spam, just one email direct to you each and every week. So let's have a look at the course this week. TPC Sawgrass. Traditional par 72 layout, 4 par 3s, 4 par 5s, the rest made up of par 4s. 5 of them pretty long at 450 to 500 yards. Bermuda grass putting surfaces, a winning score expected in the mid to high teens. That's 14, 15, 16, 17 under par, something like that. If the wind gets up at the weekend, perhaps slightly lower. Every single type of player can win here, and that is what makes this exciting. So let's get into the key skill sets that are going to be required to lift that trophy come Sunday night. I'm going to whiz through these a little quicker. If you're into the detail, then sign up to the newsletter because I will cover each point in more detail. But as the foundation this week, I want to look at strokes gained tee to green performance. You can't come here and find your game. You have to arrive here with it in good order. Something like a top 20 in the last 3 or 4 events is a must, more or less. So tee to green performance will be the foundation of my work and research this week. Then I want to look at strokes gained off the tee. With looking at the data, it's important that players gain strokes off the tee. People will focus on driving accuracy this week, but I think in general we should look at strokes gained off the tee. I think that's more important. Then want to look at the key distance of 100 to 150 yards. And the reason being, yes, there are more shots from that distance, but more importantly, when the opportunity presents itself with wedge in hand or 9-iron, you're going to have to hit it close because you need to make birdies because bogeys are inevitable and you're going to have to take advantage when you are aggressive off the tee and opportunity presents itself. So look for players that have proven themselves. I'll share an interesting stat. Jon Rahm, he's outside the top 100 over the last 24 rounds from 100 to 125 yards. Not something you'd expect from the world number one. Then want to look at greening regulations gained. And the reason for that is that quite simply 6 of the last 9 winners have ranked in the top 5 for greening regulations gained on that given week. Par 5 scoring will be important as well. You've got to take advantage. The player that wins is going to shoot 6, 7, 8 under par across the 4 days on the par 5s. That is for sure. And finally, we want to look at putting. So we've got tee to green performance as the bedrock. Then we've got strokes gained off the tee. We've got approach play from 100 to 150 for the reasons mentioned. Got green regulations gained. Bogey avoidance is something that I missed out that you should definitely consider there. You're going to have to protect that scorecard and avoid bogeys on this tough peak die layout. And then finally, strokes gained putting. But if you want more details, sign up for that newsletter. So my outright selections this week. 5 of them to go to war with. I've avoided the top of the market. I'm going to look and make my first play with a player that's in form. He's got 2 top finishes from 6 starts at this event. He's got 3 top 10s this year. He should have won just a few weeks back. 3 incredible rounds. Let himself down on round 4. Statistically, he's in a good place. 5th in approach play, 7th in tee to green over the last 24 rounds. Daniel Berger headlines the portfolio for the week. 28 to 1, 9 places in the UK, win only in the US. He's also someone to place in the top 20 markets when they open. Second selection of the week is another player I feel bumbling under the surface. 5 top 20s already from 6 starts this year with a 3rd place best finish, 6th in strokes gained approach, 8th in tee to green performance, top 15 in bogey avoidance and scrambling. 28 to 1 is a fair price about a player who's usually 20-22s with these 8, 9, 10 places available. Xander Schauffele will be my second selection of the week. Third selection, I'm staying with another player that's bubbling under the surface in my opinion. He's got 10 in terms of 4 top 10, should I say, in 2022 already. And then on Pete Dye courses, his stats read really well. 3rd in tee to green performance, 7th in strokes gained approach, and 10th in strokes gained off the tee. He's also in the top 20 in bogey avoidance and scrambling. Patrick Cantlay, 25 to 1, will be the 3rd selection of the week. And then we're going to Europe with 2 form players for our final 2 picks. 2 players that if you've been following Gingerbets for the past 12 months, you will know have rewarded us with place payouts at huge odds. And that's something that I think, albeit the price a little shorter than I want on the Englishman this week, I think he's got outstanding chance. He arrives here with 3 top 10s in a row, with every part of his game dialed in. So this is strokes gained off the tee, approach play, around the green and putting. He's gained strokes in every single department across his last 5 events. Matthew Fitzpatrick, 40 to 1, 8 places available, 4th selection of the week. And the 5th selection is a major champion who I think is, again, raring to go. He's showing signs of form. He could have got victory just a few weeks back, much like Berger. But I think this week he will be there and thereabouts. A top 10 finish here last year. 3 top 20s over his past 4 events. 9th in green in regulations gained. 10th in strokes gained tee to green performance. I think his short game is also world class. He's renowned for that. And if he does miss greens, he's going to get up and down at 45 to 1. 8 places available. Shane Lowry will round out the portfolio for the week. Thank you for listening. Good luck with all your wagers. And before I go, may I encourage you to head into the description box below where you can find out about my outsiders to consider. There's 4 of them. And to just tease you with one of those players, on Pete Dye courses, this player sits 1st in strokes gained approach, 2nd in tee to green performance. He sits in the top 10 for green in regulations gained, and there's plenty to like, and his price is above 50 to 1. All of those details are in the newsletter, plus 3 other good selections, including a previous winner who's made 17 of 19 cuts here, and there's not many that can say that, that's for sure. This is a hard place to consistently play well. So do take a look at that description box, sign up to the newsletter. It is sure to help you with your golf betting each and every week. Thanks for listening. Good luck. And I'll be back later in the week with a different type of show where I've got a guest with me, a young prodigy who's tipping winners left, right and centre. I've been following him for 12 months. I'm bringing him on the show and I hope that he'll give you some added insights with his selections as well. Thank you for listening. Good luck and be lucky. Bye from me.